Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Before I start the video, don't say please like, subscribe, and comment. If you want to join the Patreon, you can join at patreon.com/GameChampAI. Currently, I do have a discount on Patreon for the button I'm not a trader right here. I have a 25% off for your first month. So if you want to join, I strongly recommend you join now before, more like further spots like fill up and stuff. But yeah, let's get started into the video. That drop from yesterday was absolutely disgusting. I'll be completely honest. That was one of the most disgusting drops I've probably ever seen, ever. And the biggest drop that you've actually had since September of 2022, which is back here, September 13th, right? 2022, 2 years ago. That was the biggest drop you've had yesterday compared to September of 2 years ago. So it was absolutely nutty, right? And the biggest gain you've had in recent history is November 10th of 2022. I don't know exactly what happened here, but you went up in one single day, you went from 374 to 395. So $20 in a single day, which is absolutely ridiculous. You're already recovering. If this was a spot where I, give me 1 second. You guys know I do my best here when I'm in the bathroom. If I had to choose a spot where we were going to recover, it would be here, right? Because obviously you have a pretty strong trend at this point right here. But because you recovered here, my guess, right, you could actually just run this on the bottom basis of a channel, right? So you can create a new channel, the low being here and the high being here, and then again right there, right? So it gives you a really good understanding of where the strong support and structure is, right? But anyways, you did hit a bottom yesterday, right at the bottom of my channel, right there at 582.92, right? Basically hit that almost like perfectly. And you then recovered. But again, I think as of right now, you are looking for, like I said yesterday, right? Any close, where was the 15-minute? Like I told everybody yesterday, right? If you're going to long right after you have a bull close open above the bear, which is right here. You would have longed right here at 586. This would have been at 145. Again, you could have only longed this on futures, right? Not necessarily on options, because you would have already been like 45 minutes after market close, right? But you, from 586, you went up 4 points. I think here you could definitely reject from this level or this channel, right? So I'm not 100% sure where you're actually going to go from here. Personally, I think that this area is going to be somewhere like a top. Maybe you can go up to like a 593.17 before dropping, but I'm not 100% sure if you recover this whole move to the upside. And one of the bad things that happened yesterday is Powell directly said that the federal fund is not going to have any Bitcoin reserves at all. So that definitely impacted Bitcoin as well, right? As far as like having a nice little drop here. But I mean, it's a regular drop. These drops are, pretty natural, right? They're not necessarily abnormal, right? I mean, you've seen drops like this happen from 103 all the way down to like the $10,000 in a day, right? That's normal for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't necessarily say that this is, that's a huge drop, but I would say that the impact of what he said is pretty pretty substantial, right? The fact that he said that the Fed will not hold any Bitcoin reserves at all, which means that the U.S. government basically means the U.S. government does not support Bitcoin, and it will not, right, at any point now or in the future. So as far as impact to the news, it does, right? It impacts Bitcoin by a whole bunch because of what he said. Let me see. Is it here? Yeah, so there's not really you don't really have an exact news of what he said. I think it's on the Patreon. So shout out to Outrageous. I'm pretty sure he's the one who said it. Where is he? Jerome Powell stated that the Federal Reserve is not allowed to hold any Bitcoin. This suggests there will be no Bitcoin reserves held by the Fed. Yeah, there you go. So it basically just means that, the U.S. will never, ever, ever support crypto, right? And it's going to be just the banks. And essentially what that means is you can kind of solidify Bitcoin, XRP, everything else as like a commodity, right? They'll never be considered an actual currency, right? And that's expected, right? Why would they ever consider Bitcoin an actual currency? I've always thought this. I've always thought Bitcoin was never going to be considered a currency. It would never be accepted worldwide as a currency because it's too volatile, right? You don't want to go, as an owner of a pizza store, I don't want to accept one Bitcoin at $20, right? And then tomorrow it's worth $10, right? That's logically that financially it makes absolutely no sense, right? So why would anybody accept that as a currency as well as any other kind of related crypto, right? Even like XRP, right? Even XRP. Why would I accept XRP, for at $2.07 and then tomorrow it drops to $2? I just lost, 30% of the pieces that I sold yesterday, right? It makes no financial sense, right? So again, kind of random to point out there, but yeah, that's what that's the Jerome Powell said yesterday. As of right now for Bitcoin, for SPY, I got no idea where the hell we're going, bro. I'll be completely honest, right? I mean, you had a nice. If I had to guess where, I'd say you probably top out here somewhere between 590 and like 592 on the SPY, and then you dump again. But again, I got no idea. So we gotta wait to see how this plays out. You gotta wait for some sort of like sideways trading so you can actually build out some some resistance and some support. You already have support down here, right? You got support at 585, and then you have support at this bottom channel at 583. But you gotta build out some resistance. If I had to guess, I'd say you're probably, I would short here, right? I would definitely short at this 590 level. I don't think it'll go up higher than this because you're on the top of this channel. Or maybe it'll go up to like 592. So I'll probably short here. I might add more shorts at 592 before, anything else. But as of right now, I got no idea. But again, that was a single biggest drop we've had in about 2 years on a single day, which is kind of nutty. So I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.